In the shade of an ancient oak, I carved our names on a heart as wild as the creek where we met. Your scarf still fragrant with summer rain drapes over the old porch, whispers of silhouettes beneath the boughs, glass shattered sharp. Memories like stars spilled dark and deep. Shattered glass fell apart just like the promises in the dark. Each piece a story under moonlit skies. I walk these empty trails, my heart is barren as the land, with nothing but the wind to hear my cries. Cabin stands, but the laughter's gone. Dust dances alone where you once danced with me. Gravel roads stretch out like the lines of a sad old song, leading nowhere to towns where we used to be. Saddles worn and the echoes of your laughter grow faint. Our once blazing sun, now a dying embers glow. Shattered glass fell apart, scattering light and dark, mirroring a sky too vast, too blue, too stark. I roam these fading trails under the weight of past tales, silent as the shadows that embrace the dust. Oh, but I found no peace, nor have I eluded your ghost. Every sunset bleeds into a lonesome prelude. Tonight spent searching for what I miss most. Shattered glass underfoot, in the heart of my boots, grinding softly as I tread past our dreams. This trail may wind and my song may be mute, but your memory rides with me, split at the seams. Shattered glass, shattered heart, where the wild rivers part, I'll keep riding with you forever lost in the dust.
I walk the edge of a sleepy tide. The waves hum low like a lullaby. The stars are winking with a knowing glow. Night wraps me up in a gentle flow. The trees are swaying in a rhythm slow. A breeze whispers secrets it seems to know. I trace the constellations with my hand, lost in a dream I don't understand. Breathe in the stillness, let it unfold. The night is soft, but it feels so bold. Floating in the quiet of this endless tune, dreaming under the glow of the silver moon. The crickets sing in a one-note beneath my feet, a soothing pulse, a steady beat. Time feels frozen in this endless now. No past, no future, just here somehow. The world is hushed but alive in its way. I could stay here till the break of day. Breathe in the stillness, let it unfold. The night is soft, but it feels so bold. Floating in the quiet of this endless tune, dreaming under the glow of the silver moon.
There in the shadow, an old oak tree, silk scarf you left still whispers to me. Under the sky's fast fading embrace, old cabin windows, the ghost of your face. Every gust brings your laughter, sweet and so wild, lost in the echoes of the frontier. My heart beguiled. That scarf watched me leave down the gravel road worn through the fields where our dreams and wildflowers were born. As the sunset paints sorrows and hues so deep, your memory's a treasure I can't help but keep. Oh, how that scarf watched me leave, my silent confession, tangled in winds of relentless progression. Years felt like raindrops on that dusty porch floor, where we danced neath the stars, not needing much more. But time's a thief in the quiet dusk side, took you from the valley where the old rivers lie. Now I roam through these towns where the past seems to cling. In every corner a memory sings. And that scarf watched me leave down the gravel road worn through the fields where our dreams and wildflowers were born. As the sunset paints sorrows and hues so deep, your memory's a treasure I can't help but keep. Oh, how that scarf watched me leave, my silent confession, tangled in winds of relentless progression. Oh, every trail I trace and each road I ride carries the soft echo of you by my side. Maybe it's true, some loves never truly depart, they just ride alongside, deep in the heart. Yes, that scarf watched me leave, and it saw my tears fall as I whispered goodbye to the love that took all through the whispering pines. In the cold mountain air, I travel alone, but you're still everywhere. Oh, that scarf, it watched me leave in the silence of leaving. I forever grieve.
fading light drifts under the whispering oak tree shade. We carved our names, young and naive, on that old porch where the summer winds played. Her laugh was a melody soft as the dust that danced round our boots in the warm evening gust. And now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Years have rolled like tumbleweeds past that dusty old cabin where memories were cast. The saddle sits empty, the trail's overgrown. A cowboy rides solo, his heart turned to stone. The scarf she once wore, now frayed by the breeze, hangs over my door, whispers sorrow and pleas. Now the sun dips low and the shadows stretch long, her voice just an echo in the prairie song. The oak stands silent, the porch worn thin, and the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. Oh, the rivers may wander, the mountains might stand tall, but her scent in the rain, it haunts through it all as the stars peek through the cloak of the night. I reckon love's a journey, not just a plight. So the sun dips low and my dreams take flight. In the fading light drifts I'll find my respite. The oak stands witness to all that's been. In the fading light drifts love's gentle sin. In the fading light drifts where my heart still lives. In the silence my old soul forgives.
In the shadow of the oak, where whispers hang in the air, she laughed under sunbeams with the wind in her hair. Her scarf of faded blue danced like a creek's gentle sigh on that old wooden porch where we watched the world go by. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. The cabin's empty, the door squeaks a mournful tune. Gravel roads lie untouched by the hooves beneath the moon. Where wildflowers nodded, only the lonely thistles thrive.
against the stars, watched her close her eyes to our twilight. Her goodbye closed her eyes in the land of waning light. Every sunset since then is a reminder of that night. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Now every trail just echoes her goodbye. I've ridden past the rivers, through the valleys deep and wide, found the plains are just as empty as a feeling deep inside. No saddle, no companion, just the horizon's endless cries. The world keeps turning, but I'm frozen in time. Her goodbye closed her eyes, and mine have never dried. Every sunset's just a picture where our past and pain collide. The dust settles slowly where her laughter used to rise. Forever on these trails I chase her goodbye.
In the shade of an old oak tree, we carved our names in 53. On that wild edge of Sundown Creek where the water whispers deep. Her eyes like the twilight sky, starlit dreams and whispered sighs. We shared the silent scents that speak neath the branches creaking weak. But her eyes said nothing as she turned away, like a prairie wind, cold and gray. All the promises, whispered soft and low, faded like the footprints in the snow. Now the oak tree stands alone, names weathered like old bone. The cabin's empty, windows stare like hollow eyes in the prairie air. The scarf she left hang on the rack alongside my dusty hat. Memories in each thread and seam, now just shadows in my dreams. Her eyes said nothing as she walked to the dawn, leaving me with a silence and the echoes now gone. All the laughter that filled the night now just whispers in the fading light. On a gravel road I ride astray, with every sunset marking the day. The trails we walked are overgrown, this wandering life I roam alone. But in the quiet towns under starry shrouds, I see her face in the crowds. A ghost in my heart, never truly apart, her silence, a haunting art. Said nothing, and yet they said it all. In every fading echo I hear her call, through the dust and the wind, in under spacious skies I'll wander forever where her memory lies. Her eyes said nothing, oh, but her heart was a wild song.
There's a whispering wind by the old ridge line where the oak tree stands, guarding the divide. Beneath its boughs you and I would lie, watching clouds sail through a cobalt sky. Scarves you left there still hanging there, on crooked nails, frayed edges torn by air. Each threadbare stripe of memory fades like campfire drifts at the close of day. Oh, how the firelight danced in your eyes in the quiet hush of a starlit night. Now it's just the cold wind's embrace and the echo of you that I can't replace. Town's half empty like the glass beside my bed. The barkeep knows the whiskey won't clear your silhouette. Dusty roads stretch out like the years, paved in sorrows and dry like my tears. The saddle's worn where you used to ride alongside me through the changing tides. Now it's just me and these old porch swings, whispering songs of what used to be. Of a starlit night, now it's just the embers glow that fades, and the shadow of you that never strays in the silence neath the vast endless dawn. I reckon my heart found a place to call home, but homes ain't homes with empty chairs. Don't warm the solitary air. So I'll chase the sun as it kisses the dawn, where memories of us are etched in the morn. And though this heart might roam wild and free, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. Yes, your ghost in the campfire drifts with me. In the town of Broken Spur, under a bleeding sky, there stood an oak, its limbs like prayers stretching wide. That's where we carved our names, in the heart of the bark, where his shadow fell apart as day slipped into dark. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on the clouds, torn and stark, in the silence of the old porch, where his shadow fell apart. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the empty cabin's call. Gravel roads hold echoes of his footsteps, that's all. The saddle sits untouched, the reins lay soft and slack. Memories fade like trails, they don't lead them back. Oh, the winds, they whisper secrets through the rustling leaves. His scarf still smells like dust and dreams, woven with grief. Every sunset paints his face on evening star in the silence of the old porch where his shadow fell apart. The rain speaks in rhythms on the dusty window pane, telling tales of the cowboy who won't ride through again. In the heart of every storm, amidst the thunder's arch, lies the shattered piece of a lonesome, wayward heart. So let the wind carry away the whispers through the rustling leaves. His scarf still tangled in my fingers with dust and shattered dreams. Each sunset a reminder of love's enduring mark on the silence of the old porch where his shadow fell apart. In the whisper of the leaves where his shadow fell apart. In the shadow of the oak where wild horses used to roam, I found her scarf faded red beneath the setting sun's last glow. That old porch creaked under the weight of ghostly tales untold. Her laughter hung on the prairie wind in the whispering grass so bold. Oh, but that empty bed tied down where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever around and then an empty bed tied down. We rode the trails through amber fields where the river bends and sighs, but time it rusts like the old gate swings, and all but love denies. The saddle hangs untouched, it seems, since she rode off with the dawn, and all that's left is the echo of goodbye and the silence after she's gone. But that empty bed tied down where dreams and dust collide, in a cabin by the creek under the endless starlit sky. Each night I lie awake where her whispers used to tread. A heart can't roam forever around and round, an empty bed tied down. There's a wisdom in the wind, an old story it wants to say, about a cowboy's heart that loved and lost, but the prairie calls him stay. Rain may wash the old roads clean, but some tracks they never fade, like the path I walk in my mind each night where her memory softly lays. So here's to the empty bed tied down where my weary soul finds rest, in the quiet of the night with her shadow in the west. Though time may march and the stars may fall and the world may turn its head, a cowboy's heart keeps wandering round and round, an empty bed tied down. Yeah, I'm forever bound to that empty bed tied down. In the hush of dawn, neath the old oak sway, I found her scarf, blue as the new day. Memories flood like the creek after rain, of laughter shared on this dusty plain. She danced with the wind where the wildflowers lay, in a town too quiet where her shadow stays. Oh, her shadow stays, though she's gone away, in the corners of the night, in the edges of the day. On the old porch swing, I can hear her say, love like ours, darling, it never fades. But the wind's a cruel player with the games it plays. She's a fading trail, but her shadow stays. The old cabin stands on the gravel road, windows blank stare, bare stories untold. Where we once were fire, now's but ash and dust. Her laughter's echo, a ghostly gust. Echoes of footsteps in the sunset's blaze. She rode into the horizon, but her shadow stays. Yes, her shadow stays as the daylight frays, in the whisper of the leaves, in the silence of the grays. On the empty bed where the cool breeze plays, love finds its rest, darling, she'd phrase. But my heart's left wandering through a lonesome maze. She's the song that ends, but a shadow stays. Now I roam these lands astray without a home, chasing echoes and a ghost in the twilight's comb, where the rivers sing and the mountains gaze. I look for her in the dawn's soft rays. Still a shadow stays in the quiet ways, in the rustle of the oaks where the old dog lays. As the night descends, as the cold air sways, love's a lasting light, darling, my heart conveys. Though I walk alone where the coyote brays, in the whispers of the wind, her shadow stays.
In the shadow of the mesa where the cedar trees grow, found a rusty locket in the dust, a memory aglow. Inside a faded picture, your smile gentle and kind, beneath the old oak by the creek where our names were intertwined. Oh, my heart wears away this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. In the silence of the starlit plains, I feel you still, but you're just a ghost in the breeze, a whispering thrill. Years have rolled like thunder through canyons deep and wide,
The trail we walked is overgrown, the river's changed its tide. Your scarf still lies upon my saddle, faded red turned brown. And that porch where we once danced is just splinters falling down. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every whisper of the wind sings your name with mine. Loneliness settles with the dust wherever I ride. You're a memory fading into the night, always by my side. Sometimes a breaking heart finds peace in the echoes of a song, and sometimes it's the quiet roads where old ghosts belong. I've learned that love is like the leaves that drift away and fall, but what hurts the most is what you have to leave, not what you recall. Oh, my heart wears the weight of this rusty locket so fine. Every sunset spills your colors on this heart of mine. And if I'm destined to roam these lands, a shadow lost in flight, I'll carry you like a whispered prayer into the night. Just a cowboy with his memories, singing to the stars above, holding on to a rusty locket and the last traces of love.
In the hush of the dawn, 'neath the old oak tree's shade, where we carved our names deep in the bark that made the wild grass dance to the tune of the breeze, where your laughter once lived, now there's only me. And the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. Now the cabin stands empty where the candlelight glows. Gravel roads lay untouched where our stories once flowed. The trail's gone cold, the sunset still bleeds into rivers of gold through the whispering trees. And the silence speaks louder than words ever could. Empty saddles, old scars by the worn wooden porch, underneath that vast sky where our dreams used to soar. Unspoken words listen, but she's here no more. So I roam through these lands like a ghost in the rain, each droplet a memory, each thunder a pain. In the echoes of footsteps, in the settling dust, I search for forgiveness in the winds I must trust. And the silence grows louder as the years tumble by. The oak tree still stands beneath the ever-changing sky. Unspoken words listen, yet her voice calls me still in the heart of the night. echoes of love, they're forever entwined. Unspoken words listened, oh, they listen so well. In the quiet between us, where true feelings dwell. Out where the oak tree marks the bend, under the shadow of the sun sets in, Rye closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creak with tales untold, scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Rye closed her eyes, the world stood still. Lost in the silence, the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky. Memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free. The path overgrown just goes to me, where wildflowers dared to claim the land. Her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks, our stories are old. The saddle hangs untouched by time. In the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Rye closed her eyes, the world stood still. Lost in the silence, the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky. Memories linger where they never die. As the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sang of Rye and her truce. Rye closed her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way. Through the tears, through the years so right. And every sunset Rye closed her eyes. Her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever as Rye closed her eyes. Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I found your flannel shirt, freighted freight of seams. It danced on a porch rail, whispering in the gale. Ghosts of you and me stitched in its weird dreams. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust. Underneath the white skies where your shadows cast.
like thunder echoes in the plains. Towns grow silent as the stars begin to fade. Where once laughter mingled with the summer rains, now only empty cabins in the groves we lay. That shirt still lingers like the scent of rain on dust, haunted by the sunset, painted in your rust. Every thread of memory, each tear a tale of trust, underneath the white skies where your shadows cast. Saddle sore and worn, each step away from you, a new kind of morn. I wear your scarf against the wind, frayed and torn, looking for solace where our love was sworn. That shirt still lingers like the scent after the storm, a whisper of the past in the fabric worn. I carry it like a cross through the lands forlorn, losing you again with each day that dawns. As the sun dips low and the night claims the vast, I feel you in the silence, in the echoes of the past. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, a woven scarf blue as the prairie sky I found. Right by the porch where we'd sit when day was done, where whispers dance with the setting sun. Scarf shut the door on what we used to be, leaving me with raging winds and memory. Underneath the starlit dome so vast and wide, I roam alone, you ghost by my side. Now the cabin's empty, fire's just cold ash. Gravel roads echo with our forgotten laughs. Where wildflowers bloom, now there's just the rain, washing away dreams, leaving behind the pain. Scarf shut the door on all we used to know, lost in dust clouds where once wild rivers flow. On faded trails my lonesome heart does ride, seeking what's gone with shadows as my guide. Old saddle creaks as I whisper to the breeze, tales of a love as deep as the endless seas. Yet here I wander, a shadow in the dusk, holding on to a memory wrapped in twilight's husk. Scarf shut the door, but still I feel you near, in the cry of the nighthawk sharp and clear. I'll ride these lands where sorrow softly pours, forever bound to what was once ours. Scarf shut the door, yet love never ignores. Farewell, my dear, till I find peace where these old rivers bend.
Underneath the old oak tree, where our names are carved so deep in a heart that's now half worn by the years that creep, we sat and watched the sun drown in a dusty amber sky. Your scarf caught in the breeze like a soft and sad goodbye. Oh, but the oak tree hides the pain beneath its bark, and in its mighty shadow, I'm a whisper in the dark. Where once we danced on fallen leaves, now only shadows stride, and every sunset through its leaves is a day I've died. The gravel road to your old house has overgrown with time. The porch where we'd sit still holds a swing, but it's lost its rhyme. That cabin up on Whistler's Mount stands empty, walls have cried. Since you left, the silence speaks of the love we left behind. Yes, the oak tree hides sorrow in its rings. Each one tells a story of what the cold wind brings. Those seasons turn and years may pass beneath this endless sky. This oak remembers every tear that I've tried to hide. So here I stand, a lone man with my hat held in my hands. The trails have all grown colder now, with my heart's unmade plans. And oak leaf falls, it twirls and twists like the scarf you used to wear. In the whispering wind, I hear your voice, feel you everywhere. And still the oak tree hides all the love we knew, holding on to memories like the earth holds morning dew. As I ride these trails alone towards another lonesome eve, the oak tree hides my broken heart and the man I used to be. In the silence after the song, the oak's shadow stretches long, a cowboy's tale of love and loss, sung where only winds belong.
Out on the edge where the oak trees meet the sky, I recall her laughter mingling with the wind. Our love a wild mare racing the fleeting clouds. Under her smile the sun had a certain bend. By the old porch, time whispers through the creaking wood. Every board and nail soaked with dreams we once understood. Her smile remembers what my heart tries to forget. Each sunset bleeds in colors she once wore. On gravel roads my boots kick up the dust of regret. Trails we walk now just echoes in my core. Her eyes a mirror to the wide unending blue. In this lonesome spread, all I find is the ghost of her hue. Seasons turn like the pages of an old worn book. The cabin stands empty where once her laughter filled each nook. The scarf she left still lies quiet on the chair, faded like the memories of her care. Rain taps soft rhythms on the window like her gentle fingers. In the heart of the plains, her sweet scent still lingers. Her smile remembers what my heart tries to forget. Each sunset bleeds in colors she once wore. On gravel roads my boots kick up the dust of regret. Trails we walk now just echoes in my core. Her eyes a mirror to the wide unending blue. In this lonesome spread, all I find is the ghost of her hue. Oh, how the mountains recall our silent cries under the vast, unyielding, stoic skies. I wander these lands, a shadow in the twilight, chasing the whispers of her soft goodnight. Her smile remembers, oh, but I try to forget. Each dawn another scene of where we met. Through the valleys and over the restless plain, her smile remembers the love, the loss, the pain. Now every star above whispers her sweet name. In the quiet world, I'm a lone candle flame. In her smile, the wild land, the memory it stays. A cowboy's heart forever wandering, forever sways.
In the hush of the canyon, under a blood-red sky, an oak tree stands silent where we used to lie. The breeze carries dust off a trail once worn by two young shadows in the gold of morn. A scarf you left still dances with the wind on that old porch swing where our dreams had been. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Years rode in like a storm on those gravel clenched roads, washing away the footsteps where our loved ones strode. The tavern's laughter turned to echoes as time wore on, and the drinks taste bitter where your laughter's gone. An old saddle sits idle, a relic of the past, like the heartbeats shared that weren't meant to last. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Tonight the rain speaks softly on the tin roof above, murmuring tales of what it's like to lose a love. Through the window the world's a watercolor blur, every droplet a memory, every storm a stir. The canyon whispers, One last time, a lonesome love of a cowboy's heart, and a love that filled it full. Now the trails fade under the sky's weeping veil, and the whispering winds, I'll forever tell your tale. As the world turns quiet and the shadows play in the canyon's heart, our love will stay.
Out where the oak trees shadow a gravel road, I found your scarf, the one blue as dusk. It danced with the wind like it did on them porch swings, and we counted stars in the whispers of rust, 'cause that scarf sank deep in the river of time, cradled by currents of tears that I've shed. Each thread a memory, each color a rhyme, of the loves we lost and the dreams we once wed. Cabins lay empty where laughter once echoed and trails fade, where your boots stirred the dust, the prairie still wide, but it's silent around me as I wander these lands with your memory a must. 'Cause that scarf sank deep in the river of time, cradled by currents of tears that I've shed. Each thread a memory, each color a rhyme, of the loves we lost and the dreams we once wed. Under the vast skies I roam without aim, each sunset a closing, today's all the same. But in the cool night I hold close your token, a scarf, a soft whisper of promises broken. Yes, that scarf sank deep where my heartaches reside, below the wild rivers where lonesome men ride. And though I keep riding through rain, dust, and time, it's your scarf, your memory, that old lifeline. Oh, it's never letting go as I roam forever tied. Out there where the oak stands guarding old forgotten lands, by the creek where we once lay, the Dust now covers hand in hand. Your laughter hung on the wild breeze, now whispers to the trees. The rain listened quietly as my heart spoke of these. Oh, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The skies shared their tears on the brim of my hat, while the winds carry secrets of where we once sat. Old Porch Creek's a lonesome tune, sings like a melancholy fiddle. Empty cabin holds the ghosts of your smile in the middle. That scarf you left still colors my view, faded red on the saddle. The trail's gone cold, and so have the shadows where we once rode unraveled. Yes, the rain listened as I called out your name through the echo of hooves on that old gravel lane. The sky shed their sorrow on the sleeves of my coat as I search for the sunset where our memories flow. In the whisper of the aspens, in the rustle of the leaves, there's a piece of you in every crackling branch that grieves. Was our love just a whisper that got lost in the wind? A story that paused where the footprints end? So the rain still listens when I whisper your name into the silence of the wild, where nothing stayed the same, where the land holds the echoes of the love we knew then. The rain keeps on listening over and over again. And it listens, oh how it listens, while I ride these trails alone, under the watchful eyes of stars, in the place